Hey, good afternoon, guys. Just wanted to make a quick video. Just something I was noticing here doing my post-market analysis and review, and just putting in the work. Um, I'm noticing here some levels that we're coming up to that are key levels. Specifically, tomorrow coming into a major a major news event. With the Fed meeting. This is the Nasdaq. Okay, the futures. I'm looking at this as we're coming in. This is the daily, and I'm going to show you the weekly. What I'm noticing here. Um, if you notice, we had a squeeze right here from this day to this day, right? We had a squeeze, and then the squeeze fired. The green dot. See the squeeze fired. Now this fired squeeze gave us this run. Awesome. We got above the 200, right? We're above the 8. We closed above the 8. Everything's looking good. The 21 is currently crossing above the big moving averages. We're coming out of a reverse clean short entry to the spaghetti here, and then we kind of coming up into a kind of clean stack. But here's the trouble that I'm having. Here we go, guys. This squeeze has already fired, and we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. 8 days that the squeeze has fired with high momentum. And okay, this is off a black dot. Off a black dot, the average run is 5. Okay, the average run is 5. We're in 8. So we're a little bit extended as far of a squeeze firing, which makes sense because it fired from 11.4, let's say 11.5, somewhere around here, all the way to 12.2. So that's like 700 points that the squeeze gave us. When normally it might give us like 200 and some odd points. So we got a lot of it. We got a lot out of this. Let me clean this up. We got a lot out of it already. So I see this coming, and also if you notice this little high close here is also, I have a line here that I have an alert on it. You can't really see it, but this bar right there also closed right at this level right here of like 12, let's say 390 around there. Okay, so again, that's a nice little rally from 12.1 to 12.390. That's another 300 points. That's fine, but I'm looking for sustain. I'm looking for ongoing. I'm looking for like, okay, now we got a bull market. Okay, we're gonna hit our head here, and then we have the 61-point retracement at 12.4, another couple hundred points up. So again, we can go higher, but there's definitely headwind. Okay, there's headwind up here between 2 to 500 points up. Also, here the oscillator, it's overly extended. If you notice when it was extended here, we had this little drop, right? And then we go into a blue momentum here, a darker blue, and we kind of started to go down here. We started to go down here. So there's a chance that we have a head fake and then come back down. Let me show you the weekly. See the weekly, you can see a little bit better here, where these levels right here were resistance. This is the 50 period, which is the 10 week, the red, the 10 week on the weekly. We're coming up to it. We're coming up to this 12.496. This was a level back here also that it kind of like we kind of went. Let me clean this up. See this right here, this consolidation, where we kind of hung around this level, where we closed. See, we closed there. We closed there this day. We closed there the next day. We hung around these previous days until we finally took off. But then we came back down again, and where did we come back down to? Right there, right there, right there, right there. And then we came back here again, right there, right there, right there. We crossed it, and then we came back down again. And then here we cleared it, and we came right back in here. So like this level right here at 12037 means something as well. So this is about let's say 100 points lower, which is not a big deal on the Nasdaq. Okay, but what I'm looking at here is we need to clear way up here because this could be like a double bottom kind of thing. Here's the first bottom, here's the W, here's the second bottom. We need to clear this level for this to fire up, which is like 13,740. We're at 12. That's like another 1,000 points away. We have a long way to go. We have a lot of headwind, guys. It's a lot of headwind. So whatever the Fed says tomorrow, it could spark. Now, the other good news is I'm going here. This is coming from negative to positive. We had the first positive blue momentum on the weekly. So that takes time. Okay, this takes time to build so they could fire. If you notice over here, when we were in a squeeze and we eventually fired, we came to this level right here. Boom. So this is the weekly. It takes a long time. Every bar is a week. So we can go sideways to down a little bit. Maybe this is a cup. Maybe we're building a handle on the weekly to then eventually. But I'm thinking about short term. I'm talking about within the next 2 weeks kind of thing, 3 weeks. January ended positive, so we had the trifecta. The trifecta is in play. We are officially into a probability scenario of 90% plus that we're going to have a 15% gain on the S&P or more come year end. So we are looking at a bull market potential this year at the end of the year. But again, we're still going to have our ups and downs, okay? So don't start buying everything because we're going to have bull market and then we have 3 days of sell off and then you lose half your account because you're thinking we're going to have bull market. Eventually we will, but don't be short term nearsighted, okay? Keep these levels in mind, okay? Write these levels down. We need to clear these levels. The 12,500. We need to clear the 12,500. We need to clear 13,000 first of all. We need to clear 13,000, 12,400. We need to clear all these levels right here, the 50. We need to clear the 50. So we have a lot of headwind, in front of us. So just kind of keep that in mind. Just want to give you a heads up on that for tomorrow's meeting. We're expecting a quarter point, maybe 50 basis point. And then what the market is expecting is, okay, and that's it. This is it. We're done. If that's the case, guys, we're going to just, forget these levels. We're going to just but I don't know. I don't think they're going to do that. I have no idea. I'm nobody to say either or. I'm just looking at the numbers. I'm looking at levels, and I'm reading the chart. Okay, I'm a technician, and I'm looking at what I'm reading. If this, then that. If this, then I buy. If that, then I sell. That's simple. Stay safe.